So they say that they are protecting black people because
Oh, tell me!
because usually the crimes are committed against black people. So when they're stopping and frisking blacks and Hispanics, they're protecting the blacks by doing so.
The argument is that this actually isn't discrimination at all, because in fact what they're doing is, this is going to be race on race crime. So if they're predominantly stopping black and Hispanic folks, they're predominantly protecting black and Hispanic potential victims. That is one of the arguments. Anything else that you can tell me? 4.
So we asked if there was a rational basis for doing this, like was it invidious discrimination?
Oh my, go ahead.
I mean, that's all I got. Anybody got?
So you're going to ask the question and not give me the
Oh,
answer?
I mean.
-2!
No, it's.
Hannah had said that it was struck down. In the article,
Yeah.
it was struck down. It was actually on appeal. And right now, it is actually a practice. It is accepted right now.
Okay.
So understand, the judge did strike it down. They removed her from the case because of some inappropriate behavior. So now it is valid. And I don't think the articles say that, but I wanted to make sure I mentioned it. Go ahead, touch the house. Grace, you gave me the last correct answer. Your group has control. 12 for Kelsey, 9 for Jerry, 18 for Lucas, 16 for the dictators. Yes.
One of the guys back there had their hand up the entire time.
Okay.
We were just going to mention that Trump was for the stop and frisk policies when Clinton was against it during the election. And yeah, that's
Was that worth it?
Honestly, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give them points. I'll take it away from the dictators then. Jerry's group, 1, 2. Pick me a category.
great. The presidency for
Wave so that I see, okay?
presidency
Wave.
for 2 points.
Big spenders. Presidency for 2. Executive order, executive privilege, executive agreement. First hand I see. And it is you that have it first. Y'all will have it second. Go.
Executive order is something of law the president can pass without consultation from Congress.
It is 1, 2. The president can actually pass laws without the approval of Congress. Can you give me an example? 5.
Recently, Trump just had a
4.
travel ban on certain Muslim.
Trump's travel ban would be a good example. Can Trump or any president make executive orders on any issue, any policy?
No, it has to be policy. It has to be authorized by Article 2.
Article 2. It has to deal specifically with presidential powers in Article 2. Anything else you want to tell me about executive orders? Your group has it. 4.
Bush also issued an executive order that exempts captured of Taliban and Al-Qaeda and foreign fights in Iraq from protections of the Third Geneva Convention, and authorized the CIA to use interrogation techniques like waterboarding.
I believe that's like straight from the chapter,
Yeah,
right?
it is.
Yeah, it is. And you could also make mention in there, too, of Harry Truman with desegregating the military, or George W. with the drones on the border. Talk to me about executive privilege or executive agreement. Y'all still have it.
Okay, with the executive agreement, it's going to be a pact that it's going to be the president can make between another nation without consultation from from Congress.
Which part of Congress? 5.
Senate.
The Senate, yeah, it's basically making lower level foreign treaties without the consent of the Senate. Can you give me an example of this? 5.
Just recently, they made a pact with Canada concerning a bunch of birds.
Actually, it wasn't recently, but I'll give you a little bit of slack on that. It was Jimmy Carter, yes.
Bush's doctrine. It was a highly controversial doctrine where George W. Bush asserting the U.S. government's right to authorize preemptive attacks against the potential aggression.
Yeah, that's straight from the chapter 2. There's no question about that. Anything you can tell me about executive privilege? And anybody in the group now, make sure everybody talks.
Executive privilege, the president can keep confidentiality regarding certain communications.
Yeah, the president can. And the Nixon case, U.S. versus Nixon, does the president have an absolute executive privilege?
No, he doesn't. If it's not concerning national security, they have to give it up to Congress, basically.
National security, they would actually have to turn things over if it wasn't in regards to that. Anything else you want to tell me? 4. Go ahead.
I mean that the
3.
executive privilege only allows them that any
2.
information between their.
Don't get nervous, dude.
I'm not
1.
nervous. That you can keep information between only with the members of the executive branch, sort of like.
You buying that?
They can.
You buying that?
He can.
-2.
No, I know.
You make me wait too long. I'm not feeling it. Your hand was waving. Do you want to say anything?
Well, Nixon didn't get executive privilege because he didn't cite any reason for, like, his reasons didn't concern any national security.
That's true. Nixon did not win, in fact, because he did not specifically mention national security. He just said, I have a general absolute executive privilege, and they struck it down. Go ahead, touch the, click it. You'll notice up here, executive order. Go ahead, click it again. Presidency for 2. And click. Presidential lawmaking power, executive order, executive privilege, confidentiality of executive branch communication, executive agreement, presidential treaty making power. Go ahead. Y'all gave me the last correct answer. You are distantly in 3rd place right now. Pick me something. Gotta go.
Presidents for 3 points.
Presidents for 3. Big spenders. Trait most Americans want in a president. I saw that hand first. You've got it next. Go ahead.
Well, according to the textbook, it's going to be persuasion.
According to the textbook of persuasion, 1, 2, 3, and
I believe with Gallup, they just recently said courage.
courage. Click it. Yeah, courage from the article, persuasion from the text. I'll tell you when to click the house. None of you, a little quick draw on that. Pick me a category. Gotta go.
Oh, we're going to go.
Lucas's group is killing it right now.
The Congress, 2 points.
Congress for the big spenders. Oh, we've got a Pictionary. Who is going to draw from your group?
From us?
Yes. If you'll hit the light switch over there. Gotta go, gotta go. Somebody that hasn't spoken might be good at this point.
You ready?
But we need somebody to come up
Go
now.
ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Go.
Okay.
Okay, Lucas, this is what I need you to do. Pictionary, no words. Y'all can guess as much as you want for 1 minute. Need you to draw that. Got it? 1 minute. On the 2. Go.
Right here?
Yeah, that's fine.
It's just for this group.
It's just for this group, but y'all can be thinking. Oh my. That's not bad.
Is it a bill or a law?
Is it an executive order? Is it
This is from the legislative chapter.
Is it the
Oh, you can't write things on there though.
Is it the
30 seconds.
Is it the process of making a law?
The group is baffled.
Wait till he's finished.
No, we have-
No,
we
we
can
can
say
say
You can yell out as much as you want right now, but
Is it a-
15 seconds.
Is it a doctrine? Is it a bill?
The Constitution.
This is beautiful to watch.
Is it a budget?
5 seconds. No, 10 seconds.
I don't know how to make it more specific.
4, 3, 2. Do you have any guess at all?
Articles of Confederation.
It is not the Articles of
Declaration of
Confederation.
Independence.
It's not the Declaration of Independence. First hand I see. You really want to do this? You really want to do this? Okay, first hand I see. I need to know the significance of phone book from the Constitution, or from the Congress chapter, and y'all have it.
Oh, it was this guy read the phone book and his grocery list and all kinds of things to be a filibuster.
Phone book, 1, 2. Grocery list, 1, 2. Filibuster, 1, 2. What is a filibuster?
It's the person who takes control of the floor and
Of what floor?
Congress.
5.
Senate.
Senate floor! Yeah, Grace almost killed you on that one. The senator will take control of the floor, and what do they do when they filibuster?
They just keep reading stuff until they kill a bill.
What's the purpose of
They
it?
don't want a certain bill to pass.
Yeah?
Or be voted on.
They don't want to, and why does the filibuster stop that? 5.
People
Anybody in the
get
group?
fed up and want to stop the person from talking.
Basically, the filibuster is unlimited debate, and I'm going to give you a little bit of leeway on this. Unlimited debate. So you get on the floor and you can talk and you can talk and you can talk and you can talk and you can talk. And you're right. Once you have control of the floor, no other Senate business can get done. So at that point, basically what we're saying is that the opposition party, the majority party, they're going to try and compromise. They're going to try and get the person to shut up. What was the longest filibuster in American history? 5, 4. Anybody in the group? 3.
22 hours?
-2! Not that! And it is Lucas's group. Actually, no, it's your group.
It was Thurman that went on for 24 hours straight.
Strom Thurmond, that's right. 1, 2, over 24 hours. That's right. And then the bill ultimately passed anyway. Your group, can you stop a filibuster? 5, 4.
Yes.
What's it called? 3, 2. Anybody in the
Nuclear
group?
deal.
What's that?
Nuclear deal.
The nuclear option. The nuclear
Minus
option.
5.
-2! Okay, y'all are out. Y'all are out. What do you do to stop a filibuster? 5. You're out. 4.
You have to get,
Don't answer. Don't
3. 2.
you have to get a 60 votes out of 100.
What's that called? Because you do have to get 60 votes.
American Wellness Center.
3, 2, 1. Closure is what it's called. Closure. Lucas.